and places a bounty on the heads of the passengers that have yet to be caught. While Michaela is allowed to leave the center for limited periods and serve as Jared's partner to investigate callings, Ben and Sanvi team up on the inside to continue searching for a way to save the world. The two discover that Captain Daly has returned from the divine consciousness and is being held in solitary confinement inside the prison. Unfortunately, Daly has brought with him a series of plagues that begin infecting the detention center, including locusts, deadly boils, and turning water into blood. Outside the center, Cal follows a calling that leads him to Fiona, who has also returned from the divine consciousness. When Angelina discovers Daly and Fiona's returns, she becomes convinced that they have been sent as harbingers of the apocalypse, and that killing them would ensure the end of the world. And so Angelina uses her sapphire powers to manipulate callings and orchestrate the deaths of Fiona and Daly. While outside the center and investigating callings, Jared helps Michaela escape and the two rekindle their old romance. Jared then manages to find and apprehend Angelina, taking her to the center with the rest of the passengers. Now trapped with Angelina, Ben uses Sanvi's research to strip Angelina of her powers. Unfortunately, when mixed with Angelina's sapphire power, this removes access to the callings for every passenger. During the chaos, Egan and Angelina escape. With no more access to their callings, the end of the world seems all but certain. This is confirmed when Ben, Sanvi, and TJ discover that there is an active volcano underneath New York City. Upon discovering this revelation, Zimmer takes Sanvi out of the center to continue her research elsewhere, while the rest of the passengers are completely abandoned, with no guards, no way out, and very limited supplies. 8 months later, Ben has become the leader of the passengers trapped inside the center, though they are quickly running low on supplies and drawing closer to the death date. Cal discovers that his sapphire scar still gives him access to the callings of every passenger. With the help of Jared and Michaela, he attempts to complete every calling as quickly as possible in an attempt to save the world. Angelina has now developed a cult following of those who wish to destroy the world, with Egan acting as her most loyal acolyte. Meanwhile, Jared's former partner and friend with benefits, Drea, is pregnant with his baby. She remains determined to help save the passengers and discovers a way to free them from the center. As Drea, Jared, Michaela, and Cal break into the center, Ben rallies his fellow passengers to band together to help Cal solve the callings, avert their death date, and save the world. The day before the world is to end, Ben and Vance rescue Sanvi from Zimmer's secret lab. As the entire group reunites, they theorize that the piece of Noah's Ark driftwood that Sanvi threw into the lava in Season 3 could be the key to saving the world. Unsure if the world was about to end, Michaela breaks up with Jared so that he can reunite with Drea and their baby. When Cal reaches the site of Noah's Ark, he disappears into a bright light that every passenger can see, calling them all together. As Angelina's cult travels toward the light, Egan and Adrian have a change of heart, betraying Angelina and attempting to thwart her villainous plans. Inside the light, Cal merged his piece of sapphire with the piece of the Ark, which brings the entire Montego Airways Flight 828 plane back from the divine consciousness. As all of the passengers begin boarding the plane, Angelina's cult arrives to stop them. When Angelina's sapphire begins losing its powers, her acolytes begin abandoning her. Ben is then left with the choice to let Angelina die, taking revenge for the death of his wife Grace, or forgive and save her. Ben chooses forgiveness and carries Angelina onto the plane. The plane flies off as the volcano under the city begins to erupt. On board, the passengers face their final judgment. Angelina and her loyal acolytes are killed, though Egan and Adrian are spared. Ultimately, the passengers' goodness causes them to be judged fairly, allowing them to avert their death and save the world. Instead of landing the plane, the passengers decide to fly it back into the divine consciousness, which transports them all back in time to 2013, the date their plane was originally scheduled to land. As the series comes to a close, Cal and Olive are once again children with no memories of their future, though the rest of the passengers retain their memories of saving the world. Ben reunites with his still alive wife Grace. Michaela breaks up with the 2013 Jared, allowing him to one day start his relationship with Drea, and then Michaela seeks out Zeke, who has no memory of their future relationship. Despite this, Michaela is satisfied to have a second chance at a happy ending.